From the heart of the city to the edge of the world, telling stories of black kings and queens.
It's Utah, baby.
Every topic, every voice, like a new kind of pearl. Shining light on truths to make the future swirl. It's real talk, baby. El Frank and Shy Blue coming through, baby. Real topics, real stuff for the people, baby. Buckle up and let's roll with real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. And it ain't no me without you, baby. It's you talk, baby, and it ain't no me without you, baby. From the heart of the city to the edge of the world,
It's Utah, baby.
black kings and queens, but both that I'm from. Every time we carry.
Hi, brother.
Sis, what's happening? Sis is live and on location in an unknown destination. Like getting a Diana Ross on.
Just got off the plane.
You just got off the plane. So real quick, where just for everybody that's wondering what you've been up to, because we didn't have you last week, kind of let everybody know what's been happening.
So I went to Jamaica. Had a ball. I went with my cousin. It was her birthday. But guess what happened?
What's that?
So we didn't do the excursion through the hotel. We stayed at the S Hotel, beautiful hotel. We didn't do the excursion with the hotel. It was like really, really pricey. So while we was on the beach, there was a couple of different other like tour guides out there. And so we picked, this one guy. Seems very nice, very professional. Like, other people were signing up for him and whatnot. So we go to the clubs with a couple of little different places that night. The next night we went to the little water raft, right? Take some pictures, had a good time. Long story short, I could sense that something was wrong. Okay. He was on a raft, he was on a separate raft as well. So he gets off his raft and runs up a hill.
Okay.
So I'm like, where is he going? So we go to the front, we see all these officers, and we're like, oh my God, what is going on? Long story short, my tour guide got arrested for that he was under investigation for raping a tour guide. Not a tour guide, but a tourist. He got arrested. And
Wow.
so he reached out to me, and I was talking to the other locals or whatnot. They're saying in Jamaica and in other countries, they are doing this scam where the females are stating that the tour guides are raping them. So they'll get like a free night at a hotel, and Jamaica will basically pay for their travels back to the States. So these people are coming into Jamaica and all these other countries out of the country or whatever. And yeah, they are not having enough funds, and they are getting people locked up.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And then he had to pay the officer that locked him up $3,500 under the table. Now the officers are utilizing that scam as well. Because if the person doesn't show up in court, they throw the case out. So they know it's going to get thrown out, but they're trying to, yeah. So it's like a whole big thing in Jamaica.
Wow.
So
What's
I
up,
don't know
Chris
if
Kane?
he did it or if he didn't, but that was just really scary. But besides that, had an amazing time.
That's what's up, because you're coming back from Jamaica and I'll be going there in about 3 weeks. So yeah, but it's good to know. It's good to know. It's definitely good to know. So
Just stick to the resort. Like, just go through them for everything. Make
that
it easier.
is
Yeah.
what we are doing. Shouts out. What's up, Double A, Antonio Abner? What's good? What's good?
Hey, Tokyo.
Well, we gonna start it off like we always do. You know how we
Come
start
on.
every show. It ain't
Come
no
on.
us.
Without you, baby. I gotta have
Yeah,
the other man holding the phone.
I know about the days when I was on my
So
phone.
we
I always used to tell D,
connected
give
with
me an
mine,
A,
sir.
give me
Connected
an
with
A
mine,
for effort.
so
Yeah. Give me an
the
A for
other hand.
effort. That's right. Without you, baby. Yes. It's real talk. We are back in the house. We are
Yeah.
here tonight to talk about part 2. We are going to bring up, or should I say, bring back up the conversation we had a couple of weeks ago, talking about marriage, surviving
Yes.
thriving, or is it time to leave? But first, as always, I got to get to the business that's at hand. First shout out of the night, as always, has to go to the man, the myth, the legend, the creator, and the proprietor of UTalk and the UTalk Network himself, our brother, Mr. Devin Lloyd, aka D. What's up? What's up? What's up, studio? What's happening? I see you. I see you, studio. Appreciate you. Second shout out of the night, as always, has to go to the man that keeps us coming across the airwaves, because without him, I don't know what we would do. The super producer, the man
Absolutely.
himself, as D would say, Mr. Marquise Judge. KJ Productions is in the building. Shouts out to you, Marquise.
Yes. We love you.
Third shout out. Absolutely. Much love to Marquise. Third shout out of the night, as always, has to go to the man behind the merchandise, the man behind. I got my shirt on again.
Y'all see, I
It's-
don't. Y'all see, I still don't have my shirt.
D got you covered. It's coming. It's coming.
I know it's coming. It's coming.
But the man behind the merchandise, no
What
doubt.
until
We're
then?
gonna good to go. The man behind the merchandise, as always, behind all the designs and everything else like that, our brother, the man of many names, Joseph Bernard, JB, B Nod, Overton Wakefield Bernard, and his newest name given to him by D, aka Donkey Meat. It's a story behind that. I'll let D tell you about that. Fourth and next shout out of the night goes, as always, to our viewing audience, the viewing public. You know, we thank you for watching us live if you're watching us right now, and to the Rewatch Squad. And if you're watching us on the many different platforms that we have, we shout you out. Thank you for taking your time to watch us and just take time out your busy schedule to spend time with bro and sis tonight as we talk about some real stuff. The viewing public, thank you so much. And the fifth and final shout out, as always, I got to do it how I always do it. Got to go to Miss Diana Ross over here, my sister over here. She got a Diana Ross going on. You know, I'm just waiting on, you know, the Supremes to come out there and
I
start.
a little Whitney. I
Yeah.
thought this was a little Whitney Houston.
Well, it's giving a Whitney, but you know, Whitney has some habits, so we don't, you know.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and stick with Diana.
Right.
You're
Shouts
cool,
out to you,
yo.
sis,
Thank you
man.
so much,
Thank
bro,
you.
and I love you too.
Much love to you, sis. Thank you for what you do. So, real quick, I want to make an announcement to everybody that may not have heard what happened the other night when we did Utah. Either tomorrow or Wednesday at the latest, Utah, for those that don't know, will have an app launching on the App Store, Google Play, and our podcast, all of our content, you will be able to access via that app. It's a free app. You don't have to pay for nothing. You can go download it. So by all means, when it comes out, go get it and download it.
Yep.
You'll be able to keep up with what I'm doing, with Shy, with D, Mr. Bratton, everybody that's involved with this thing. You'll be able to keep up with us. So be on the lookout for that. So, sis, I'm gonna go ahead on and put the link up real quick for those that want to join.
Okay.
Let's pick up where we left off. They wanted part 2, so let's give them part 2, sis, talking about love and marriage.
Because the week before last, that topic was hot. I mean,
It was.
I had a little book taking notes. I had probably about 4 or 5 pages just notes of just, getting the different opinions and suggestions from other successful couples, because sometimes, when you talk to these couples, a lot of times they just tell you what you want to hear sometimes. But like the couples that we had on there the other week, they were really honest and vulnerable, and I really appreciated that, because it's not always sunshines and flowers. You have your bad days, your good days, but it's just what can you do to get through those difficult moments, and is it worth it? What are your boundaries like? What are your non-negotiables? And when is it okay to say this is it? Like this is just not going to work? Because I've talked to couples, married couples, and they're just like, we just kind of fell out of love, and so it's just like it's a little scary being wanting to get married, because it's just like you just don't know. Because I haven't really seen a whole lot of successful marriages, honestly,
Right.
and that's just me being very just blunt. Growing up, some of my family members or friends, it's like being a kid, you see the things that go on behind closed doors, and I was kind of scared to get married for a while, So yeah, yeah, that's just my opinion. And once I got married, it was very difficult. It wasn't peaches and cream. It really wasn't. And I'm still going through my difficulties with it. So um, yeah, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. But what are
Look,
your non? Do you have non-negotiables, Larry?
um, I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so because over the years, shouts out. It says right here, Leah Bryson, but that's my buddy Matt. He's chiming in. Um, I wouldn't say that I have non-negotiables. I think over the years, and I got married young. Everybody knows, as I said before, I got married at 21. She was 20, so we grew up together. And in growing
Uh-huh.
up together, I mean, we both made a lot of mistakes along the way because we were trying to figure out life. You know, all right, I got you, Matt. I got you. He says he's on his wife's account. Bring the tribe in too, Matt. Send that link out, man. And anybody wants to come on, we'll put the link up. The link is actually up, so you can hit that link and join us live if you want to come on through here. He got married at 18. So yeah, we had to learn a lot. We had to learn a lot as we went because we were young, and you know how it is. When you're 20 years old, 21 as a woman, you don't know nothing. Just like us men, we don't know nothing. We're trying to figure out who we are. How can I be good to
Listen,
you
yes.
as a husband when I don't know what I am to myself? You know?
Right, exactly, exactly. My grandma, I'm sorry to
Yeah,
cut you off. My grandma had a
you good.
saying, said, I wouldn't even get married until you're 40. Because when you're 40, at that age, you know what you want, you know what you don't want. At the age of
Right.
20 and 30, you're still figuring life out.
Yeah. Uh-oh, I think she froze. I think she froze. But to piggyback, till she gets back, yeah. I appreciate you, appreciate you. Studio says I've never been married, not so qualified to speak. There you go, there you go. Well, I lost you for a second. Go ahead on, finish your point, sis.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Yeah, yeah. It might be a bad area. Yeah, do your thing. Do your thing. You good, you good, you good. Um, it's really, shouts out. What's up, Tribe Official? What's going on? Appreciate you for being in here. Thank you for joining us. Um, it was one of those things that I think that a lot of people, you got to figure out who you are. You got to figure out what's going on. And while we're waiting on Sis to get back, I'm gonna put the link up. So if anybody wants to join in, you can come on. You click that link. We'll bring you on the camera and give us your account. Give us what you got going on and what you think about this matter. But you really got to be able to sit down and figure yourself out. And like she was saying, it's a lot of people that got married in early years in their 20s, early 20s, mid 20s, before 30 that didn't make it. But why didn't they make it? They didn't make it because mentally they weren't ready. They didn't make it. You ready, sis? All right, I'm gonna bring you back. They didn't make it because they just didn't understand what marriage required. Go ahead, sis. I was kind of speaking on what you were saying before we lost you.
Yeah, so basically, like my girl was saying, like you should wait till you're 40. That's when you really, you know what you want, what you don't want. Even as a woman, because I know you were speaking as far as a man, but it's for a woman too. So now that I'm 40, in my 40s, I definitely could understand what she meant by that. Now, would I have waited till I was 40 to get married? Probably still not. You know, um, but I always, being younger, I always dreamed of being a wife and having the Cinderella wedding and the big dresses and all that. Like that was the glamour part. But we don't think about you are like coming into someone's life and you guys have to figure what life is together. You understand what I'm saying? Because being single or just dating, sometimes
You there, sis? I think
like I
go
don't believe in divorce.
run that
I
back
said
because
in a marriage.
yeah, go ahead. You froze up. Go
I
ahead, sis.
said, and I said in a marriage, I said there's no such thing as breaking up,
Right.
or oh, I thought we was done, it's over. Like I don't believe in divorce. However, I had boundaries though, because I'm like, if you cheat on me once, it's over. I'm done.
Right.
You know, like that was my non-negotiable. You put your hands on me, that's my non-negotiable. You know, but like everyone always say, oh, but you know, it's to death do you part. So I was so confused about that because I'm like,
Mm,
so do I allow my husband just to do whatever he wants to do until he gets it right? You know, like what does
right.
to death do you part really mean? Did that
Mm.
was God talking about that as well? Like, you know, you just you can't leave. You have to stick it out. That's it. You know.
I
So
I
when is it
think
okay to be able to leave? Like, I
I
don't
think
know.
I'll be honest with you, sis. I think when those words "till death do you part" was implemented in the vows, I think a lot of people misconstrued that to honor "till death do you part," you have to honor your vows. It don't mean stay with somebody just because y'all took vows to each other and that's a green light
Right.
to do wrong because you said in front of God "till death do us part." That's not
Yeah.
how it works. You know, I want to
Yeah.
highlight some comments that we got right now. We got a few comments. They coming in, man, and shouts out to y'all for the participation. Matt says, "Me and my wife got married at 18. We have communication and we just love each other." Tribe official, 24 years of marriage on September 22nd. Marriage 101 is a struggle. Hey, congratulations on that. Congratulations on
Wow.
that.
24 years.
24 years. Ms. Allman, the average age of marriage for a male is 31 and female 29. I heard that on the show. I was listening as I was driving to school. Matt says, Alan, that's true. I don't believe in divorce either.
See,
Studio, same thing for a man. Do we let the woman know what she wants until she figures it out?
that's what I'm saying.
Uh, Tribe officials, we death buddies now. Wow. Matt says, so are me and my wife. We are death buddies. So yeah, I mean, you just said something that really resonated because when I don't think a lot of people understand that when they utter the words or when they tell you rather till death do us part, to me, I think now that I've been in the game, because I've been married 27 years, having been married for 27 years, now that I see it through the eyes of somebody that's been married that long versus the early years of my marriage, till
Yeah.
death do us part means that you have to do your part to make it work. They have to do their part to make it work. And you can't just split it up and walk away just because y'all got a little something going against each other. If it's a non-negotiable, like you said, like domestic abuse, like cheating, that's a
Yeah.
different story. But
Yeah.
nowadays, you got a lot of people that's splitting up and separating because of minor stuff.
Right.
Stuff that really could be worked out with conversation and even therapy.
Yeah. Yeah. Therapy is a big thing, but I've seen a lot of couples break up over social media.
Yes.
Marriage is splitting over social media. He's liking this picture. He responded to a message, a DM, and that and they're like that's considered cheating.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a lot of I guess the rules for the marriage and what's considered cheating and things like that has changed since social media has gotten hot and big
Right.
too. So I mean, Larry, like I'm telling you, probably about 5 or 6 of my close friends that are married are or has been in a situation where they was possibly getting a divorce due to social media. And I feel some type of way about social media. I think it's disrespectful for my husband to be liking pictures and commenting and making
Yeah.
other women feel a certain way when that energy should be placed on me. And I've heard men say, "Oh, you're insecure," and no, it's not about
Mm.
insecurity. It's about boundaries and respect. Because I doubt that you, and tell me if I'm wrong, would you want your wife, if there's a guy with his shirt off and this that she's putting heart emojis under his picture and like, what are you doing? Like that's disrespectful.
You're right. You're right. You're
Yeah.
100% right. And the thing about it with me, like with my wife, and here's the thing: she's got a lot of male friends on social media. I don't
Uh
trip
huh.
on that. I got
Yeah.
female friends on social media. I went to high school with, went to college with. She don't trip on that,
Right.
and we interact, but it's all respectful on both sides. you
Absolutely.
know,
Respect.
and there's an understanding, for both sides. Like, look, that's my homeboy. You know, we went to school together. Or like for me, that's
Right.
my homegirl. We come up together. And yeah, you're right. I mean, as a guy, no, I'm not gonna be liking no pictures or saying, "Ooh, damn, you look good." You know, no, no, no. You
Right.
can't do that. You can't
That's
do that. That ain't right.
disrespectful.
That's wrong. You
Yeah.
know. I got a question in the chat right here. I'm gonna throw at you right here. It's from the tribe official. He says, "Yeah, I love this. Where is it where at a marriage is considered dead?"
Ooh. I think when the intimacy changes, when there's no intimacy in the marriage anymore, I think when the communication is definitely off, when you guys are not even communicating, I
Mm-hmm.
think those are the two main things that comes to my head when I'm thinking like the marriage is dead, but is it really over? Can we get that flame back? Can we get that spark back? How do we
Right.
lose it? Like how do we get here? And that's why it's like communication is so important in marriage. I think that's the most important thing to me. Communication is like right on the same line as intimacy.
Right. Right.
It
Let me get
really
some.
is.
No, no, you serious. You are
Yeah.
right. You are dead serious. I mean, I'm with you on that. I'm gonna get to some more comments real quick. Antonio Abner says his wife and him met in high school, been married since 95. So they're 30 years in the game. Congratulations.
We
Ms.
need some
Allman,
footage
people,
from them. How
hey,
did they last that long?
hey, hey, double A. Well, I don't know if you'll be able to come on, but double A, if you can come on, I'm gonna put that link up again. Any of y'all, I want y'all to come on, man. I want y'all to come and tell us, what. We have somebody that's been doing it for 24 years, double A 30 years. I know I'm 27, but I don't want to
Yeah.
keep talking about it. I want to hear other perspectives. So I'm gonna put the link up again and get y'all to come in here real quick. Ms. Allman says people get married too young before they establish and have kids, before they are able to take care of them. Before you get married before you get married, be established and be financially able to sustain. I'm gonna push back on that, but let me get the studio's comment real quick. Studio says when a woman don't want to have sex with you anymore because men usually don't have that problem. Facts, facts. I mean, one thing about men are gonna want to do the nasty until they can't do the nasty no more, and that can go into their
Right.
60s and 70s. You know,
Exactly. Exactly.
we got a guess. We have
Oh.
a guest. We have a guest. This is one of my buddies right here. He's a member of the tribe. The tribe is a group that they have, and I love this group. We're on TikTok,
Oh.
and every morning, actually every day, they have this segment called Coffee with Dads, where it's men
Oh,
talking with each other, and it's
I
just
love that.
talking stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead on and bring him in. Go easy on him because he's an Alabama fan. So
Oh God.
yeah, yeah. But coming to the stage for the first time in Real Talk history, our guy, he's a fellow Louisianian, Mr. Matthew Bryson. What's up, Matt?
Hey Matt, how are you?
Unmute yourself. Hold up. Let me see. Hold up. Maybe I could do it. No.
How are
Hey,
y'all?
There
got
we
you.
go.
What's up, brother?
Hey
Not
Matt,
too
how
much.
are you?
Good. How are you?
We're
Good,
good. We're good.
good.
What's up with you? Thanks for joining, man. What's going on with you?
Not too much, man. Not too much. Man, it's
So
some
talk
good
to us.
conversation right here. This is some good conversation. Alan asked a good question. People in the chat are asking good questions, man. I love it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what are some good pointers in regards to like keeping a healthy marriage? Like I was mentioning before, and Larry also mentioned, I think someone in the comments mentioned, like how do you know that the marriage is dead? Like the saying of, as far as the divorce is to death do us part, but is that really true? Like, is there a point where it's like, we can't fix this anymore? We're not communicating, intimacy is off. Like, we don't even sleep in the same bed. I'm on the couch, you're in the room. Like, is it just over? Should we just walk away from this? Like, how do you know it's done?
Well, I would say, I'm young. I'm only 27. I've only been
Okay.
married for, I don't know, 10. We've been together for 10 years. We've been
You
married for
start
seven
forgetting
and a half
after a
years.
certain.
So we're still young. But, I would say, you know, for young marriages, right? If you're getting married young, you need to make sure that you love each other, right? That's the key. You got to be able to communicate, right?
That's
Um,
the one.
Communication's key. Um, Being honest with each other, you know, um,
Yeah.
that's that I would say that's the key because
Yeah.
if you're not honest with each other, that's where you could break your marriage up.
Yep. Yep. I agree with you 100% with that. Because usually something, if I catch you lying about something, it's never the same. I'm gonna think you lying about everything.
Right.
I'm gonna second
Right.
guess everything. You know, even if you are telling the truth, after you tell that first lie, it's like it's just never the
You
same.
got to cover up more lies to cover up another one. Yep.
Absolutely,
Let
absolutely.
Yep.
let me ask you a question, Matt, because you got married young, like I did, and I know you've told me before. When we have our chat and our conversations in the morning in our group, you've told me that you're trying to get to where I am. Me being 27 years in the game. So let me ask you this. I'm gonna take you back because when I got married, social media wasn't really buzzing like that. Because I got married in '98, the year you were
Okay.
born.
Yeah.
And obviously, the
Yeah.
reason I tell you a million times, I know you get tired of me saying this. The reason why I
That's
say the
okay.
year you were born is because I say it all the time. You and my son are the same age. So
Yep.
he was born in '98. So I want to ask you, how challenging was it for you having been married in the last 10 years, given the evolution of social media and distractions? Because when I got married being young, the internet was a distraction, but it wasn't like it is now. It was the distraction because you can go and play games and this and that.
Yeah.
But the internet can literally be, you don't even have to leave your house to socialize anymore. So what kind of a challenge was that for you having been
Well,
married, dealing with
so
that?
so me and my wife were met in high school. Okay. So we didn't meet on social media. We didn't. Um. But we have a thing where if we have an issue with, say, my wife says she has an issue with me on TikTok, I'm not going to be on TikTok anymore, right? If she has an issue with me on Facebook, it's not going to be no more, because it's her. It's her, it's my kids. I could care less about social media. I have Alan as a friend. I have you as a friend. I can get your number. You know what I'm saying?
Did
I don't need social media, right? So I'm not going to let social media tear my
Right.
marriage up, right? So
right.
as a 27-year-old, I'm gonna be more. I'm gonna be mature and respectful to my wife because that's what she
I love
deserves.
it.
Right? Right. So
I love that.
Oh
I
yeah.
do. But I mean, are there do you guys have like boundaries? Like, does she know, okay, if I do this, it's over, or if she does this, it's I'm done. Do you have like any of like if she, I know it's probably the elephant in the room, but if you caught her cheating, is it over?
no, because we've had that issue.
Oh,
Okay.
okay,
So we've
okay,
had that issue, and she I caught her cheating one time, and she left, and we were face. I saw her. I saw her. I saw his face. Uh, we were able to fix that. Okay, because it was a no contact cheating thing, I guess I would say. I don't know what they did. I don't care what they did. But
yeah,
all I know is that she worked at a job, and I'll just tell y'all, she worked at a job, and I said it's either you quit that job or our marriage is over. Because at that point, that's where they met, right? So it was like, so she instantly quit that job, right? And was like, I'm gonna be here for you and my kid, and it's been like that ever since. So now, do I have some trust issues? Yes, but
yeah,
but it's gotten a lot better, right? She has proven to me that we can work past that, I as a man, I'm not gonna hold it over her head because that was a year
right,
ago, right? I'm not gonna hold it
okay,
over her head because I don't want to keep bringing it up and keep hurting her because she doesn't deserve that, right?
Right.
wow,
So
wow.
so
Now I know some people who have came back after, the other spouse might have cheated, and it's like 10 times worse. It's like they're walking on eggshells. They're like, you better share your location. Like everywhere you go, you call me when you get here, you call me when you get there. And
no,
I've had
no,
conversations with them, and it's
Yeah.
like, even with the guy or the female, it's like I feel like I'm in a prison. I feel like I'm in jail. Yes, I
yeah,
made a
yeah.
mistake. You say you forgive me, so forgive me. However, I honestly feel like when the spouse cheats and they expect the other spouse that took them back, right? They
Mm-hmm.
expect them to forgive them and forget.
You
They
could, I guess you
expect
can never.
you,
I guess you can never forget, right? But
yeah, but they
you
expect you
can always,
to heal on their terms. Like sometimes you
yeah,
might not heal from that from a year or two later.
right, right. But
You know.
I'm a, I'm a Christian, I've learned to forget. You, you don't forget, but I do forgive her for that. But she has to know. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it, Frank. But she has to live with herself for that, right? So like
Right.
I know that I haven't ever cheated on her in our 10 years ever. So like
Wow.
never had any. I've never lusted over no other woman ever, and I never will because I know that she's my forever friend and my forever
Right.
partner, and that's just the way it is, right?
So do you
And
feel like the religion has been the foundation of your marriage that keeps it
yes,
together?
yeah, yes,
Yeah.
yeah, because we
Okay.
both go to church. We both go to church together. We both pray together. We both read our Bible together. Yes,
It
yes,
makes a difference. Yeah.
yes, it does.
Yeah.
The beauty about
Yeah.
that is you got God rooted in your marriage and your relationship, and God is the foundation. And
Yes,
and
it is.
sitting here
Yeah,
listening to you, Matt, I think that's why you're so just you're good, in the aftermath, because let's be real, you're a man now. Shy, I'm gonna have to speak for the fellas real quick.
No, go ahead.
Most men, if that happens, it's like a double-edged sword, because for us, if
mm-hmm.
we do it, we want them to forgive us. Oh, I'm going to do right. I'm going to do better. Give me another chance. And then we get upset whenever the women, our wives, don't want to give us another chance. But when the shoe
Right.
is on the other foot, if it's them, it's almost like, man, like you can't come back from that. Most men don't know how to shake back from that. And
Yeah.
I
Right.
commend
Right.
you for having God as the foundation, and for you to be so strong in your marriage with God to be able to shake back from that,
Well,
man.
I'll
It's
just say
just,
this, and I'll just say this for the people
yo,
watching in the back room. When I said I do, it's what I meant, right? So
yes, sir.
it's not. I don't. And I already told my wife if I was to able to get a divorce, I would never marry again because I'm only going to marry one woman. And I think I don't know if I'm saying this right, but like I agree with like every. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but I
Hmm.
believe one
Take your time.
man for
Take your time. Hmm.
one woman, and one man, right? So
Right.
like you said, Shay, divorce is not an option.
Yeah.
So so
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. But then
Well,
I was just telling Larry earlier, it was just like, divorce is not an option, but like I feel like in certain circumstances, I feel like it has no choice but to be. And I don't want you to take it the wrong way. And I'm saying that
no,
because
no, I agree.
it's
I agree.
like, some people are really not ready to get married. Some people really get married
That's
for the
true.
wrong
That's true.
reason.
That's true.
And they put on a mask and you're thinking that you're marrying a certain person and you find out after the marriage it's like you're not the person. Who are you? You're not the person I married,
Right.
and it's just like, but do I stick it out? Do I stay? Do I learn how to love this new person that I'm getting introduced to?
Well,
Like,
so when she ended up cheating on me, and I'll say this, and I don't care because I don't
yeah.
care. When she cheated on me, we were in a really tough spot. Okay, I would say in our marriage, we didn't put God in the root in the. He wasn't in the center of our marriage,
Okay.
and so after that happened, I told her, I said, I think God needs to be in the center of our marriage, or it won't work. And she was
nice.
like, I agree. And she said, when she said I agree, I said, you know what? There it is, because that was a changing point for me because I was like, if she would have said no, then I think that would have been a breaking point for me, right?
Wow.
Uh,
Okay.
right, because I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, right? So I've been to church all my life, and I've been going since I was 5 or 6 years old, and I've been going off and on. I don't go every week, but nobody's perfect. But
Yeah.
No doubt.
Sorry, y'all, I'm taking my kid's temperature.
Oh.
Oh, it's all good. It's all
There you
good.
go.
It's
There
all
you go. You're
Now,
good.
good.
you know what question I have also for the both of you guys?
Mhm.
What if you're, because I hear you talking about God and God being the foundation of the
Hmm.
relationship. Would you have married your wife if she had a different religion?
Well, she did. Okay, so she was Catholic when we married,
Okay.
and and I was Baptist, and she fully left the Catholic Church, and then yeah, so yeah,
Okay.
that's tough. That's tough. I don't know because I don't believe. I don't. Anyway, I don't believe in Catholic. I don't believe the way the Catholics believe. So if
Right.
anybody's Catholic in here, I'm sorry. So
Right. Right.
so
Right. Right.
I am, but I get it. I get it. Trust me.
sorry, Frank. Sorry,
Oh,
Frank.
you
So
good. You good.
so Larry, if your wife was a Muslim, would you have still considered marrying
See
her?
that's hard for me
That's
because
hard. Yeah.
I'm looking at it through the lens of modern day. And I can tell you
Okay.
that through the lens of modern day, yes. Yes. Back
Explain that.
then
What you mean? Why would you say yes?
that I was still married,
Yeah, with a different religion and beliefs, because they believe certain things, right? Wouldn't that kind
Yes, they
of
do. Yes, they do.
they do.
interfere with
They
how you run the household?
not really, because for me, my spirituality and my relationship with God, though I pray over my entire family, my entire household,
Hmm.
my relationship with God is priority number one.
Yep.
So
Correct.
Mine too. Mine
if
too.
she was of another religion, but we were together and I felt like she was the one, I would feel like God still created this woman and provided this woman for me, regardless of
Yes.
what,
Yeah.
and I can still pray to God and still pray to God over my marriage, over my household, even though there's a difference in religion and stuff like that. So
But
yeah.
the reason I ask that, because I have a couple that I know,
Sherry
and
Lewis.
they, I think one is a Christian and one, I think he or she is a Muslim. However, they had issues when they had kids, because they were
Yeah, I've
trying
heard
to
that.
figure out, how are we going to raise them? Like, what are we going to raise them as? Are we going to
I'm a product of
Uh,
that.
that was one of the issues, because I think he was the Muslim and she was a Christian, and she was like, I don't want I don't want my kids going, to where they have to go to pray and do all those things. I forgot what it's called. I'm sorry, I apologize. But I want them to go
The
to
mosque.
church, and he didn't want them to go to church, and and they was bumping heads, and they actually was considering divorce because of that.
I'll tell you about that.
oop.
Real quick, we got another guest in the building. Matt, hey, bro, I thank you. Oh, was Lord, we lost Matt. We lost him. I was gonna let him
Oh,
know. I think, yeah, we lost him. But Matt, if you're still watching, brother, thank you. Thank you for being a part of this, and don't be a stranger, man. I'm gonna send you the link for more shows. Oh, there he goes. Let me bring him back on to get him officially. Yeah, Matt, I was about to tell you, man, you got out
So,
of here. I didn't know what happened. I wanted to say
sorry
thank
about
you,
that.
man. Oh, you good. I wanted to say thank you for coming on, man. And
Absolutely.
we got more shows. I already told y'all how we do over here. So I'll be sending the links your way. Send them to the tribe, man. Bring the tribe up
Good.
in here. And like I say, man, bless up to you and your wife, man. And
Appreciate you,
appreciate you.
man.
Yes,
I
sir. Yes,
yeah.
appreciate
sir.
you.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
so
Yes,
much,
sir.
Matt.
We'll be
Pray
talking,
for me
bro.
more years.
All right.
All right.
I love that.
Um, I'm going to bring our next guest in, but real quick before I bring him in, I'll say this. What you were saying, I was a product of that because my dad was Baptist and my mom was Catholic. And down here in Louisiana, Black Catholicism is actually pretty, pretty spread. It's pretty much out there. We have a lot of Black Catholics down here in Louisiana. And I always ask my mom, I said, well, how did y'all decide what I was going to be? Because I got baptized Catholic. But I went to both churches. I had the benefit of going and being raised in the Catholic Church. And at the same time, my dad was a preacher. My grandfather was a preacher. So I went to the Baptist churches. So I had the best of both worlds.
Okay.
And my mom told me, she said, it was really my decision. And what your dad said was, as you got older, if you wanted to, pass over and become Baptist, we were
It's your
okay with that.
choice.
So they had
Yeah.
that mutual understanding when I was a baby, and that's how we
Oh,
did it.
wow.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Communication.
Communication,
Communication.
old school baby boomer communication.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coming to the stage, another friend of the show. Y'all know who it is. I don't even have to give him an introduction, man. He's one of our family members, but let me bring him on
Oh.
in right. It's our guy, the one and only, Chris Kane. Welcome to the show, bro.
Chris. Oh, what happened?
He right there. Oh, hold up. Let me bring him back in. Hold up. There he is. What up, Chris?
What up? What up
I
with
don't
y'all?
see him.
What's up?
You, man. What's happening with you tonight?
Not much,
I
man.
don't
Just
see him.
I see you, Shy. You
There it
can't see
goes.
me?
Okay. See you
Okay.
now.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay.
Talk to us.
Hi, Chris.
What's going on? Shy? Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Ah, boy, it's one of them days. It's one of them days.
Yeah, so basically we was just kind of touching on not the I don't want to say the ugly side, but the least spoken part of the marriage, because a lot of people talk about the good parts and the happy days, the honeymoon phase, and things like that. But we don't talk
Mm,
about when the marriage feels like it's dead and when to actually walk away. Is it okay to walk away?
mm,
And because we always hear, what is it, Larry? Till death do us part.
Till
You
death
know.
do us
mm,
part.
So with that being said, that's like, okay, I signed my life away. This is it. This is what we'll be with for the rest of my life until death do us part. But what if the communication is gone? What if the intimacy is gone? We're sleeping in separate rooms. We don't even go out no more. No more date nights. None of that.
mm,
What do you do? How do
You
you know
got
like
mm.
there's no fixing this?
you know what? You got me up here thinking Earth, Wind, and Fire. After the love is gone.
Oh, I'm gonna play that once we get off. Have you ever felt like that? Cause you are married, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long you been married?
uh, 9 years. Been together 10.
9 years. Okay.
Yo,
So have
Yeah.
you ever felt like, I don't think this is gonna work. I gotta get out of here. It's done.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever felt like that?
Yeah. I have. It comes to a
So
point
what what
where
what kept you? Why did you stay?
I prayed about it. I prayed about it because I had to.
I think we lost him,
Um,
Larry.
and
no, he's there.
Oh, I don't
it's
hear him.
just like it's to a point where it's even stepped up to another level of where you feel resentment. You know what I'm saying? For certain issues. You know what I'm saying? And I'll I'll tell you that off air. This guy and Larry Frank. And but
Gotcha.
at another time. But it's like when you say certain things to certain people, and they say sticks and stones will never break your bones, all that other kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But words you don't never forget,
That's true.
and
Yeah.
especially of how that person made you feel at that time,
Right.
and how it belittled you, degraded you, disrespected you, and everything like that, to the point of where you're like, who are you?
Yeah.
And did I make a mistake? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Like who did I marry, right?
Right,
Right.
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 Or why did I get married? What's that? Remember that movie?
And
Why did I get married? That was
Yep.
yeah,
crazy.
Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
That was it. That was it.
That was
hmm
that was yeah, that was crazy.
yeah, it
But yeah, so
was.
what kept you? What kept you in the marriage? What had you to still fight for it?
The grace of God.
Okay.
It- and the whole thing is like it was when you take these vows, you take them for the better, for worse, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the richer, for poor. They're not just words, they're actually statements, they're actually situations, they're actually words that actually, they mean something,
Oh yeah.
But I'm not sitting here saying that you have to deal with verbal abuse, mental or physical abuse just to stay in a marriage. I'm not saying that.
Right.
Right.
Because one thing about it is that when you're going through something, nobody rarely, and it's not just a one-sided thing, but I just know from certain things, it's like when it comes to certain things, like they never ask the guy, how's he doing?
Right.
They
Right.
never ask the guy, how was your day? They never ask the guy, are you okay?
Yeah.
They just expect for him to just show up and just, how you doing today? And just, I'm
Perform.
good, man. And
Yeah.
And
all
brush it
on the
off.
inside, and just brush it off. Your feelings don't matter. You share your feelings. You soft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You acting like a punk. You do you this, you that.
Yeah.
And it's just to a point where we as men don't really know how to share those type of feelings because we're not wired that way. We're not emotional type
But
creatures. You
I
know what
think
I'm saying?
also, not to cut you off, Chris, I'm sorry, but I think it
No.
also, I think as married couples, I think it's very important to have other married couple friends and that support
Yes.
group. I think
Mm-hmm.
that makes a huge difference as well.
Mm-hmm.
You understand
Yes.
what I'm saying? I know
Mm-hmm.
that that was something that my husband and I used to always look for. Like we looked around, like we don't have no married friends. We have no
Right.
like he had no male friends to go to and be like, yo, like what do you do when your wife does X, Y, and Z? Because you can't ask a regular person that's just been, that's dating or still out in the streets, like 9 times out of 10, they'll be like, man, if you don't leave her alone and go.
Mm-hmm.
Cause my go to person honestly is my cousin Nikki. She's been married for over
Mm-hmm.
20 some years. So I used to
Mm-hmm.
always, she probably got tired of me. I used to always go to her like, what should I do? What do I do? And that support group of another married couple, it makes a huge difference. I really feel like it
It
does.
does.
Would you agree with me, Larry, with that?
I do. I do. Because I know that's what we have over here on our side.
Yeah.
We have a lot of married couples and different, they do different things. We have a married couples that's rooted deeply in their faith and spirituality. We have
Yeah.
some that's not so much, rooted in faith and spirituality. You got to have a diverse grouping of couples that's married because there's so many things that you as a married couple you don't know as a married couple, and it takes that for you to learn. Like when we went on our cruise, we met other married couples and actually started talking to them and like, wow, it really opens up the door to a lot
Yeah.
of things. I have a
Mm-hmm.
comment I want to put it right here. I'd like to ask and get y'all both of your opinion on by Concrete. It says you definitely have to live with a person before marriage. You will be able to see who they are as a person. Now, I'm telling my age here. I'm old school. I know this may not sound right, but I'm old school. I don't believe in you getting the milk, with having the cow around, if it makes sense. I believe you got to go to the farm and whatever. You can't have that cow in your backyard to get the milk. Now, that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
How y'all feel
Yeah.
about that? Do you
I don't
feel that
agree
that's
with that.
necessary?
Yeah.
Heck no. I don't agree with that at all.
So you
I hear
agree
what you're
with
Not.
saying.
Concrete?
I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Cause I'm telling you, that's yeah, nah, nah. I gotta have a cow. Sorry, sorry.
Chris?
Now the living part.
Huh?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Now
Oh.
I'm not gonna allow a man to move with me first of all, and
Mhm.
I'm at the point because I've lived with guys before. Well, guys have lived with me when I was younger, but that's why my grandmother said when you're 40, that's a good age to get married because you know what you want, you know what you don't want, and you know what to do and not to do. However, like I just yeah, because that's on the top of my list. Like they have to be able to the intimacy has to be there.
Devin says, damn right, I agree. Wait a minute, hold up, go back. You said you can have intimacy if you ain't living together.
Living together. I mean, I gotta at least see how they live. You're right. I don't think we need to live together. No, but I think me seeing you how you live, like see how you live, definitely have to have your own spot. I won't marry a guy if they're living with their mother. Things like
Mhm.
that.
Right.
Like so, yeah, yeah, no.
Real
Yeah.
quick, real
So
quick, real
we don't
quick.
have to
Before I,
live together.
no, but I mean, stand on business, sis. If because you changed up just now.
We don't
Is
have
it
to
or
live
isn't it?
together, but we can like
Okay.
do some spend the nights, and maybe I stay at your house for a couple days, or
Okay. Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
like
Okay,
that.
yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
have to actually live together. I think within those
Highlight.
couple of days of us sleeping together and spending the night, I think I'll understand exactly how you will live.
Mm.
Got some more
I,
comments to
I
highlight real quick, Chris. Let me get to it. I'm gonna throw it at you. Ms. Allman says a lot of men let that machismo hold them back from admitting feelings to even their best friend. And hold up, where's it at? Oh, Devin says me and my wife lived together a year before we got married. Shy Matt says you changed up. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Chris. Give your
mm,
thoughts on that.
That's why I'm on here taking notes.
um the one thing about it is that my wife and I dated each other um for a year before we, moved in, got married, everything like that. Of course, it was because of long distance, but it was to the point of where I came to visit, she came to visit, whatever the case is, like that, and went from there. So it's a little bit different. But
Mm-hmm.
until I see what you look like with your head wrap, getting ready to go to bed, that's what I got to see there. I got to see that right there. I got to see what you look like when you take everything off. I need to see
Not
the
everything
real,
off. The
yeah,
lashes
everything
too.
off.
The
I need the
lashes too.
lashes off. If you take now, don't be like I'm gonna get you sucker. You taking legs and hair and all this other kind of stuff off, and you looking crazy now.
But even if you don't live with them, they could look like a dime piece one day and look like a moon dog the next. You don't have to live with them
Mhm.
to see that.
Right? No, no,
That's
no.
true.
I'm saying like when we get comfortable with I'm talking about not to live with them. I'm just talking about taking the not just to live with them, but to take the next step and to go into marriage and to be comfortable enough to do that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean.
But
Yeah. I got
but
you.
So,
I got you.
can I say something? I'm sorry, Chris.
Go ahead.
A lot
Yeah.
of
mm,
people be faking until they get married. I've seen
hmm
that
That's
too. They'll
true.
act a certain way.
that's
They'll
true.
cook and clean. The woman might cook and clean for you, and oh baby, I got this. And as soon as they say I do, you got the ring, sign the prenup, whatever, or don't sign the prenup. You're like I said, Larry, who did I marry? Who is this person?
Hmm
Because some women or some men get married for financial reasons.
hmm
Y'all,
Okay,
y'all are killing me
so
in
once
this
they
chat.
got it, they can switch up, and they might
Shy,
stop cleaning and cooking.
shy. They killing me. They killing me in this chat. Concrete.
What
He
happened
says.
hmm
now?
Concrete says shit. You gotta show me. You gotta know if she can wash her. You know what properly, and vice versa. Do they clean up
hmm
after themselves? I mean,
Right.
funny, but it's
Go
true.
out the Go out of town with her. Go out of town with her. Go and see how she takes care of herself and stuff like that
hmm
too while she's out of town. I'm telling
Yeah,
you, you'll see it.
most deaf,
You'll see
most
it.
deaf.
You don't
Don't
have to live
don't
together to
nobody
see
want.
that.
No, you don't. You don't.
So
And it's just a difference. You don't want that kind of stuff. Like you see how they carry themselves, their hygiene,
Yeah.
how they you know pronounce themselves. They basically they're not the representative. They don't send a representation out there that's actually who they are.
hmm
Yeah. I
You know what I'm
stopped dating
saying?
a guy because of how he used to eat. He used to eat sloppy, and I'll be like, oh, this ain't gonna work. And I broke up with him.
right,
Stop
I
talking to
can't
him.
do
So
that.
I'm very picky. Now, if your
Yeah,
hygiene is off, oh no, it's not gonna work.
yeah, you yeah.
It's
absolutely.
not gonna work. We ain't
And I
getting married.
uh,
Ms. Allman says she's giving Chris Kane some props. Says she sees you in different places. You're always a respectful guy. Chris, before we get
Aw.
out of here, before we get you out of here, give us your lasting thoughts on what you think it takes to make a marriage work.
hmm, what you just that last word you said, work.
Work.
You gotta work at it. This is nothing that you can just try for a few times and then just okay, well fine. That's it. This ain't no boyfriend, girlfriend. This ain't no we living together, we shacking up, we moved up. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. We not no, you know, doing all of that extra stuff. It's more to the point of you got to work at it. This work. And if you and the whole question is how bad do you want it? Like you're gonna
Yeah.
deal with some things where he might talk to you crazy, and then you might deal with some things where she might talk to you crazy. But the thing about it is that you have to come to an understanding is where we don't disrespect each other. Okay,
Right.
you don't call me out of my name. I don't call you out your name. I'm not no B or no MF and all that kind of stuff. Because the last time I looked on my birth certificate, that wasn't on there. Okay. I don't disrespect
Okay.
you. You don't disrespect me. You got to have that as a set boundary. And if you cannot talk to me like you got common sense, okay, then we don't need to talk. You know what I'm saying? Because you can use other
Absolutely.
words other than MF and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying?
A
You
lot of these
have that.
couples need therapy, Chris. A lot of them need
And,
therapy. That's what it
Therapy's
is.
and you,
huge.
they do. And
That's
I'm
what
gonna
it
be
is.
honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. You've got to do the type of things that's in order for you to make it work. You know what I'm saying? If you want it, now if you're trying to do it by yourself and you trying to work by yourself and the other person don't want nothing to do with you or they just not trying to work, then you have to make, other arrangements. Ooh, excuse me. But other than
Yeah.
that, I mean, it's work. You got to
Yep.
Right.
work,
It
and I'm
is work.
working,
It
and you
is work.
work every day, no matter how. And here's the trick: you work every day, no matter how big it is, no matter how small it is. It can be as big, it can be a big thing, or it can be the smallest little thing. You got to work at it, and you got
Yep.
to communicate with each other, and that's what I
Facts.
had to
Absolutely.
learn to do.
Yeah. Well, thank you,
Well,
Chris. Thank you for
appreciate you, brother.
them jewels,
No
boy. I
problem.
tell you, be throwing them through jewels,
Most
dropping
definitely.
them.
Mm,
All
Most
right.
definitely.
trying to.
All right, man.
All
Check
right.
us out in 2 nights, man. NFL show. You better be here repping them Giants.
Womp womp womp.
Uh,
You know that's a cowboy up there. I ain't gonna get into that.
yeah. Oh, let me know about the about that app too, because I think I sent the email in just to
Yeah,
see if it went through, because sometimes it be doing some wonky stuff, but just let
yeah,
me know.
yeah. Devin got a bunch of emails as they were coming
Hmm.
through, so I'm more than certain. If you sent the email, he probably got it.
Hmm.
But when that app drops, we'll definitely send some mass text messages out, let y'all know to go get it, and we gonna roll from there.
All
Yep.
right, most definitely.
All right,
All
brother. We'll
right,
see
sir.
you in 48.
All right, yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
All right, y'all have a good night.
All right.
You
See you
too. You
later.
too. All right, so I got some comments real quick, and then I see Matt check back in. I'm gonna bring him in for a hot second before we get out of here.
Okay.
Uh Antonio Abner, double A, he says, yes, sir, it's a full-time job, 24/7, but communication and respect. That's what it is. My man Concrete, my wife and I not living the young life we used to, but we ended up being best friends. Friendship and understanding each other's ways and flaws is big in my opinion. He right about that because I could say the
Yeah.
same thing about that with my wife.
Yeah.
We were,
Yeah.
in the younger years, we were always going at each other. She wanted to be right. I wanted to be right. It was two attitudes. And as we grew and got older, we realized, like, what the hell are we doing? And we became
Yeah.
friends. And now we
Yeah.
ride or die. So, yeah,
It is so important to listen to understand and not
facts.
listen to try to respond, And I think once my husband and I, when we was at that point, um, it made a huge difference. It definitely did. It definitely did.
Definitely, definitely. So, real quick, before we get out of here, we're going to be out of here in a few minutes, but I'm going to bring Matt back on. I see he chime back in. Let's see what he got. So, what's up, brother? What's happening, real quick?
We
Oh,
can hear
unmute
you.
yourself. Unmute yourself.
I didn't realize I chimed back in. My bad.
No, you
Uh,
Oh, okay.
good.
but I will add that y'all killed it tonight. Y'all did a great job. And Mr.
Thank
Frank,
you.
I sent you my private number on Facebook.
Got you. Got you. I'll be
All right,
Oh.
hitting
bro.
you up. I'll
All
hit
right,
you
buddy.
up, bro. All right.
Y'all have a good
Appreciate you,
night.
man.
All
You
right.
too,
See you
man. Be
later,
blessed.
Matt.
Be
Bye
blessed, bro.
bye. That's a great guy right there.
Matt is cool people, man. What I like about him is, man, to be 27 years old, you don't find too many of them. You know this. You don't find too many of them that age that got it
Absolutely
like that got it
not.
together like that. You know,
Yes.
it's just a
Yes.
beautiful, beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Chris gave shouts out to everybody. So, sis, I mean, I think that's going to do it. I think, we've gone pretty much right at an hour.
Yeah.
Right at an hour. We had a good show, good input, good chat. Overall, I think it was real nice. So before we get out of here,
Yeah.
sis, what you got some departing words for our
I,
viewing
I
audience?
think tonight it definitely was a good closure to the topic because it was we focused on more of the the dark. I don't want to say the dark side, but it's the truth. You know, it's the ugly side. It's the side that a lot of us don't talk about. It's really good to be able to vent and figure out, like, is there light at the end of this tunnel? You understand? Because it's difficult when you marry the person that you feel like you're gonna be with for the rest of your life, and then all of a sudden it's like everything could change in a split of an eye. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it felt good to hear that there's some hope, you know, in the darkness in a marriage. So I still feel like, you know, with your boundaries, you have to have boundaries in a marriage as well. You do. And
Yes.
both of you guys just need to respect each other's boundaries, and therapy is the answer. Therapy and God, right?
Yeah. Hey, you can't go wrong
Therapy
with
and
those two.
God.
You cannot go
Yeah,
wrong with those two.
absolutely.
Most deaf, most deaf. Appreciate you, Sherry Lewis. Thank you so much, my adopted cousin.
Thanks, Sherry.
Um, yeah, I gotta go ahead on and look, you said it. I mean, it is what it is, you know. Definitely was good closure to a great topic. I
Yeah.
think a lot of gems were passed on in these last couple of shows on the topic of marriage. And it just goes to show that there is hope in this world, you know, for marriage and
Yeah.
married couples. Because you don't see that, not especially from like people our age, you know,
Yeah,
in our
exactly.
40s, you know, everybody that we deal with is all in our 40s mostly. You look at Matt, he's an example, 27, you know, so you don't really see that, you know, for people that young. And I'm just glad that, you know, there's just a moral fabric to society that's left, you know, that
Yeah.
we can really visit. But
Yeah.
um like I said, y'all, we got this app dropping. Should be tomorrow. Should be tomorrow. Um, and like
Fingers
I
are
said, when
crossed.
this, huh?
Fingers are crossed.
We're gonna keep our fingers crossed. We're gonna keep our fingers
Yeah.
crossed. When this app drops, I'm telling y'all. I'm just telling you. Oh, good reminder. Good reminder. Let me go ahead and put the email address up because we did it the other night for the sports show.
Okay.
D has the app, everything. So if you're watching the show, to be able to get access to the app, if you haven't, well, I know a lot of y'all have it because y'all weren't on the football show. Many of y'all here. Send your emails to this email right here, utalksportshow@gmail.com. That way, when the app drops, D is going to send you a link and you'll be able to download the app from either your Google Play or the Apple Store, whichever you deal with. As I told Sis at the beginning of the show, I have upgraded. I am always Team Android. Android for the win. You know what I'm saying? So it's Google Play for me. Y'all,
Yes,
y'all
yes,
iPhone people.
yes.
Hey, I don't hold that against y'all iPhone
I was
people,
so
but it is what it is.
I was so excited, y'all. He said, "Look, sis, I got a new phone." I'm like, "You got an iPhone?" But
The,
okay, good job,
the,
brother. Good
the,
job. Good job.
Look, since the best thing that guy could have told me was that Android has iPhone capability. Did you know my phone was 7 years old? That's why my phone. It was time. It was time.
Larry, why did you
Yeah.
say that out loud? I would have kept that to myself.
I ain't
Okay,
got no shame. I got no shame.
7 years, Larry.
7 years.
That's
2017 is when I got
crazy.
that phone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't trade phones in, but I couldn't do it no more. I couldn't do it.
God. Oh
I wouldn't
God,
hold the
y'all.
charge. When I talked too long on it, it get hot, burning my hand. I got blisters in my hand. It was just time to upgrade. It was time.
Y'all help me with my brother. Please, somebody help me with my brother. I can't do it on my own.
I try. I try.
Not
Appreciate you,
the phone
Chris.
burning. Oh God.
Absolutely. So yeah, we about to
Thank
get up out
you.
of here. But like I said, shoot your emails to the email I just put up. Be on the lookout for the app. All my NFL fans, lock in with us in 48 hours. Come rep your team. Sis, if you're around, rep them old garbage ass Cowboys.
I- but did you see the game the other day? We won. We
It's
won.
preseason. It's preseason. It don't count. Guess what? When it starts counting, y'all
So
be in mid-season form. Y'all will
what?
start losing. Y'all will
Y'all
start
are such
losing.
haters.
Chris
Y'all
says
are
his phone
such
was 10 years
haters.
old. See, I ain't the
Gosh.
only one. Chris said he had a 10-year-old phone. So, you know, it is what it is. But, oh, sis, I forgot to tell you, and this is another
What?
announcement for the chat. Not only do we have our NFL show on Wednesday, on Thursday on the app, sis, you didn't know this because you were out of town. We're going to be interviewing somebody that's near and dear to your heart.
Who?
Your former coach that brought y'all some Super Bowls, Mr. Jimmy Johnson, is going to be with us Thursday on
You're
the app.
lying. You're lying.
No, ma'am.
Really?
It's confirmed. It's confirmed. We have Coach Jimmy because Coach Johnson, he coached Miami. He coached the U. And then everybody knows he went from Miami to coach the Dallas Cowboys. So we have Coach Jimmy Johnson.
Let me go get my jersey out the closet. Let me go get my jersey out the closet.
Go get it out the closet and you can wear it for the,
off,
and
right?
guess what? Show out. That's what you're supposed to do. Show out. That's what you're supposed to do. So we got Jimmy on Thursday. It's also going to be the hype show. You know, we're going to combine everything, getting ready for the season opener of Miami. So definitely, y'all lock in. We're going to ask him some great questions. He's going to give us some great conversations. We got an NFL coaching and college coaching legend in the building. So you don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss that.
I'm definitely going to show up.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited.
Absolutely. No doubt. No doubt. So we're going to get up out of here and look. Y'all know how we start every show, and y'all know how we end every show.
Every show.
It ain't no us.
Without you, baby.
Hey, give her an A for effort. I've been there. When you got the phone, you make it happen one way or another.
Bro.
Well, you gotta look.
Yes.
You gotta go with the other hand.
There we go.
Yeah. There we go. We make it. I'm gonna make sure sis is all right. Ain't no us without you, baby. No doubt, no doubt. Oh, next week is Labor Day, so probably won't have a show next Monday night, but we'll definitely be back in 2 weeks, and we'll keep this train rolling every week from that point on. So y'all stay safe. Y'all have a great week. Stay prayed up, and if the Lord says the same, we'll see y'all in a couple of weeks. It's
and
real
happy
talk.
Labor Day to you guys.
Happy Labor Day. We out.
All right, see y'all later.
From the heart of the city to the edge of the world, telling stories of black kings and queens.
It's Utah, baby.
Every topic, every voice like a new kind of pearl. Shining light on truths to make the future swirl. It's real talk, baby. El Frank and Shy Blue coming through, baby. Real topics, real stuff for the people, baby. Buckle up and let's roll with real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. And it ain't no me without you, baby. It's you talk, baby, and it ain't no me without you, baby. From the heart of the city to the edge of the world,
It's Utah, baby.
black kings and queens, we're both in a furrow.